all the commandments. And we're going to get into it because, like I said, the Christian churches like to say Christ did away with the law and all of that. So just stay tuned. We're going to shake off all that Christianity, man. Because that is not what Christ said. And that Christian church is the house of saved men, and they're not teaching you these scriptures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They have a contract, with the government, where our parents lived. The reason we're in this situation is because the Lord put these things on us. You know what I'm saying? He put us in this lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And if we get back to the law, statutes, and commandments, we'll get out of it. But if we continue to live this life, we're gonna stay in this situation. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta fight against white supremacy, which is the Christian church. The Christian church is white supremacy.
Right.
All right, because they got you bowing down and praying to some white Jesus.
Right.
All right. Let's get it.
Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Read that again.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
And that's what it was, man. If we shall hearken diligently unto the word of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Hearken diligently. You know what I'm saying? Not pick and choose what you want to keep. You know what I'm saying? What laws to keep and all of these things like the Christian church does. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, the laws is done away with, but then they tell you to pay your tithes. But tithes is in the law. That comes from the law of Moses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they'll tell you that the law is done away with. But you know what I'm saying? But they keep that law. You know what I'm saying? So it's very hypocritical, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get rid of all that. We're gonna help you, assist you in shaking off this Christianity. All right? Keep going.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I commanded thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Read that again, that part.
Come. That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth.
The Lord will set you on high above all the nations on the earth. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't going to be equal to being oppressed by none of those things. You'll be on high above all nations on the earth, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So why you got to ask yourself, like, why would my Christian pastor, why would the church not teach me these things? Why wouldn't they tell me to keep it? You know what I'm saying? If it's really about salvation and, saving people and saving souls. Why would they take this out? Like, why would they teach you that you don't have to keep the law no more? That all you got to do is do whatever you want to do all week and come into the church and say, I apologize. I'm sorry for selling all them drugs this week. Forgive me this week. I am going to go sell all them drugs again next week, though.
Right.
Next week, I'm doing the same thing. Next week, I'm going to continue to work in the strip club. Next week, I'm doing it. I'm doing the same thing, but I apologize for what I did all this week. And the Christian church will tell you, oh yeah, the Lord knows your heart. The Lord knows you really don't want to sell those drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to do it, you just don't do it. And then that's just what it is. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't envy your oppressor like the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? You don't, be it, what it say, what's the use of gaining, I'm paraphrasing it, of course. What's the use of gaining the whole world if you're going to lose your soul?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You selling drugs to get rich, selling your body to get rich. What's the point of getting rich and gaining the whole world if you're going to lose your soul anyway? You're going to sacrifice who you are, sacrifice your soul to do it.
Right.
But a lot of y'all don't care about that. You don't care about sacrificing your soul because you don't have a spirit for the Lord. You don't have that Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? You want to work for Satan, you want to continue to kill your people, and you're going to get rich by any means necessary. You know what I mean? Keep going on that.
Come. And all these blessings shall come upon thee. Selected. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So all these blessings shall come upon thee. But hold that real quick, just to get y'all a precept. Go grab Deuteronomy 7:6 real fast.
Come.
Just to get y'all a precept, man, to show you that this is all over the Bible. If you go to Isaiah 28:10, it said precept should be upon precept. All right, here a little and there a little. That's how you read the Bible. You don't read the Bible like some fairy tale, like some book, like a regular book. You know, a little bit here will make you understand a little bit over here. This precept will make you understand this precept. That's how you read the scriptures properly. All right?
Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people.
Read that again.
For thou art an holy people.
The Lord said, yeah, we are a holy people. You know what I'm saying? When you look up the word holy, it means to be separate, to be set apart. You know what I'm saying? It's not a coincidence that you are the best at everything you do. You know what I'm saying? Our worst state on the earth, this is the worst state we've ever been in. You know what I'm saying? But the whole world still wants to be just like you because you are a holy people. You know what I'm saying? You are a sacred people. All right? Keep going.
Come. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And that's a precept to Deuteronomy 28:1.
Right.
So the Lord chose you to be a special people above all people. You know what I'm saying? Not equal to, not oppressed by. You are supposed to be better than everybody else on the planet. So it's not, it's not a coincidence that the whole world in our worst day wants to still be just like us. You know what I'm saying? Wants to jump as high as you, wants to sing like you, dance like you, go get lip injections and butt injections, and go give themselves cancer in the tanning booth to get skin dark like yours. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that the sun hates them.
Right.
They can't even be in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Because they catch cancer from the sun, something that feeds the whole earth. The sun grows the grass, you know what I'm saying? It grows the fruits and vegetables, you know what I'm saying? But to them, it kills them. It gives them skin cancer, things like it burns them up. You know what I'm saying? And so they know these things. And so they hate you for being made for the earth, and for the earth being made for your sakes.
Right.
You know what I mean? They hate you for it. So let's grab on. So like, go to on. So are you back? That's the end on that one. So you was holding. Go back to read 28:2 again. So
Come. Deuteronomy 28:2. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is what's going to overtake thee and come upon you if you hearken unto the voice. You know what I'm saying? Just if you keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. This is what's going to get us up out of this hell. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to do it for us. Keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. Keep going.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city. Blessed shalt thou be in the field.
Hold on. So, like the Christian church will tell you that these laws is done away with. But in Deuteronomy, it specifically just told you that this is the way you get out of hell.
Right.
So if the Christian church is telling you you don't have to do these things, what is that entirely saying? That they would rather keep you in hell.
Right.
Because they benefit from you being down. They benefit from this situation. The earth benefits from black people being in poverty, being in want and need of all things. You know what I'm saying? When we had our, a couple of my brothers, we were sharing the video about, Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? And about how we thrived and how we had everything. We had, lawyers and doctors and airplanes and taxi cabs and buses and banks in Black Wall Street.
Right.
When we were separate from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they would like you to think like if we stay down and in want and need of everything that they have, we won't be prosperous. But that's not the truth, man. History shows us. You know what I'm saying? History shows us, and everything. Every time that we've been allowed to have an equal opportunity on this place, we take everything over.
Right.
And that's what the real problem is. You know what I'm saying? If we continue to if they ever gave us equal opportunity, they've done too many experiments, and I like to call it basketball, experiment. They said that we wasn't smart enough to play basketball. When they started letting us play and gave us equal opportunity, we took over basketball. Ain't nobody going to see no white boy play basketball, right?
Right.
You going to see LeBron James and James Harden and Kyrie and all these brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they gave us equal opportunity. You go to football, another one of the experiments to see. They got the green, the earth, the field was like the earth. You know what I'm saying? And they gave us equal opportunity on it, and we was able to play. And man, what happened? You can't find a white person in football no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You really they holding on strong to that quarterback position. But there's a new, faster, stronger black quarterback coming up every year.
Right.
They holding on to Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. That's like their last hopes right there. After that, it's really done for them in football. You know what I'm saying? So those two experiments showed them, like, if we actually give them equal opportunity on this earth, if we actually did do it, they take over the whole thing. We don't just be equal with them. They actually wipe us out. And that's just in a game. That's a football game, a basketball game. Imagine if we had the equal opportunity in the game of life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On the earth with schooling and equal opportunity with farming and the industry and just everything that you need to be successful in this earth. You know what I'm saying? Economics, schooling, agriculture, everything. If we had the opportunity to have, equal opportunity like they give everybody else, they know that we would not only thrive, but we would take it over, and they wouldn't be nowhere to be found.
Right.
Because everybody moves to R&B. You know what I'm saying? The whole earth moves to R&B. You go to anywhere on the planet, you got hip hop this, hip hop that, black swag this, black swag that. You know what I mean? And that's just the reality of the situation, man. So, that's what's going on. And so to break this down, like for the brother who asked that question, like, we in this situation because we are the very best. You know what I'm saying? And also, but we ain't hold up our end of the bargain because with great power comes with great responsibility, and we had a responsibility to be a light unto the earth.
That's right.
To lead the people, to teach them how to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. And we decided that, we wanted to take on their disgusting culture.
Right.
We wanted to be gangsters. You wasn't the original gangsters in Scarpa. That was Al Capone, John Gotti, and all of them. They was the gangsters. But poverty creates, war. Poverty creates crime. You know what I'm saying? When a white man was in poverty, that's where you got the mobs from. That's where you got all the gangs from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we in poverty is the reasons that we have crime in our communities and things like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't hate yourself, Black, Hispanic, and Native man. Just know that it's been crafty counsel against you, and we'll get that scripture too. You know what I'm saying? Just to show. Matter of fact, go hold that real quick, and just to show so we can show you that this is in the Bible. Grab Psalms 83:3 real quick. Man.
Come.
It's been crafty counsel. You know what I'm saying? That's been put against you, Black man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're in this situation. So don't. Beat yourself up about it. Just recognize who the enemy is. And once you recognize who your enemy is, now you know who you fight. You ain't fighting your brothers and your sisters no more. You're fighting against the oppressor, the colonizers, the devil who the Bible speaks of. All right? That's who you're fighting against. Let's get it.
Come. Psalms 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
See, you know what I'm saying? We just read over here that we are the Lord's people. These people is taking crafty counsel against us, man. That's why they so mad that Nike went against the grain right now a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The dude in who was that?
Colin Kaepernick.
No, the mayor in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
The mayor in Louisiana to try to put a ban on Nikes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know, but you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like either way it goes with this Nike situation, like I said, it was a grave thing that the brother did, but at the end of the day, Black people are not going to benefit from the money that Nike makes.
Right.
They're not going to put money in schools in black communities, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it was a courageous thing that, Colin Kaepernick did, but it has nothing on the work that the ISUPK do every single day. We're putting our lives on the line for blacks, Hispanics, and natives every day.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know that purple sodomite group, he has more courage than them though. Because they won't go against, they won't kneel. They actually gonna stand up and put their hand over their chest, and they're gonna tell you to go and fight in the white man's army.
Right.
That's what they do with the purple homosexuals. All right, and then IUIC. That's how they get out.
That's right.
All right, but in ISUPK, we will serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what the Lord says to do and keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, and not bow our knee to Baal. All right. So let's drop that. Let's get back to these curses, man. Go to Deuteronomy 28:5 real quick.
Come.
Right. So I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 28:5. And just like I said, we were getting into these curses, man, just so the brother knows, like, we are in it, or brothers or whoever was questioning, like I did once upon a time. Why am I in a situation why am I people in want and need of all things? Why do we got to go through the things that we go through in this earth? You know what I mean? And it's because we had, you know what I'm saying? It's, we not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, but blame your Christian church. You know what I'm saying? But after this video, you still going into the Christian church, you have a problem, and it's called insanity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You are insane for continuing to go in there and listen to these people that teach you that the law is done away with. Let's get it, buddy.
Come. Deuteronomy 28:5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
So blessed should be our basket and our store. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right.
like we was, you know what I'm saying, back in the day over there, you know what I'm saying, like I said before, we wasn't even in the truth at that time. And we had our own, you know what I'm saying, just from being separate. That just came from us being separate and being away from them. Our basket and our stores was blessed. We had everything we needed in our black communities.
Right.
But you had that disgusting Martin Luther King come through with his integration and wanted it to be, the white man's ice was cold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to hold hands with the white man and all of these things. And at the end of his life, when he realized, he couldn't trust them, he actually said that he feared that he integrated his people into a burning house.
Right.
He actually said it, you know what I'm saying, at the end. But, we've been saying from the beginning, man, he got his money, that Nobel Peace Prize, which was $1 million.
Right.
That's, if you don't know what the Nobel Peace Prize is, that's $1 million. All right? So he got his money from them, and, him and his family is straight. You know what I'm saying? At the end, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe after you do something horrible, you always feel bad about after the fact sometimes. You know what I'm saying? After you do it, maybe I shouldn't have did that.
Right.
After the Satan convince you to hit that weed, you know what? It wasn't even worth it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? After Satan convince you to hit that whore or grab that prostitute, hey, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing that he went through with telling us to integrate. When I say he, I mean, your favorite person, Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? That was a real cool move that he did, man. It was a disgusting move. And like I said, I came up, appreciating him, and but then when I studied myself and seen what was going on, I'm like, that was real cowardly, man. You know what I'm saying? I would rather go against my oppressor. I don't want nothing from him. I'd rather try to build with my people. Like
right.
You see, Colin Kaepernick, Nike know that black people gonna rock with black people.
Right.
They took that chance. That's what they did. They went with Colin Kaepernick. They made $43 million in one day from black people because black people rock with. You know what I'm saying? We will rock with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? They know the kind of money we spend. We spend all the money. You know what I'm saying? Look at all your mega churches. Go ask T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollar how much money black people actually spend. We spend enough to give them jets and mansions all over the country. It's not a lack of money that we have in the black community. It's a lack of morals.
Right.
that we have in the black community. You know what I'm saying? We gotta hold ourselves to a higher standard, man. The whole world loves us, you know what I'm saying, for our entertainment and all that, and the dancing and shucking and jiving and all that. But we need to make them respect us for our morals and values and our intellect. Don't get back to being respected as a nation for being amazing and being the greatest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to get back to. All right? Read 27.
Come on, 27:1.
No. Salak, read verse 7. 28 and 7.
Come. Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
If we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, we ain't got to worry about enemies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to be smitten before our face. The people who you had a problem with, you're going to look up and see them, they're going to be in hell. You know what I'm saying? Down bad. You know what I'm saying? And crying every day, miserable, looking up at you like, why you? Because you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You actually keep them. This is where we at. And this is the part of the Bible where it's telling us if we do keep the law, statutes, and commandments. This is why your Christian pastor is so disgusting, man. Because this is what we need in the black community. Somebody to tell us that we do have to have a moral compass. You can't go out and do anything you want to do. Because first and foremost, it's the right thing. And you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, it's because it's the Lord. And secondly, it's because it's the right thing to do. Right. This is what the Lord said, man. This is in Deuteronomy we read. If we do hearken on to the voice. This is from Deuteronomy 28 and 1. You know what I'm saying? We on number 7 right now. If we do keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, these are the blessings that we will have. All right? We're going to be above all people. For the brother who's acting like, that's why. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a great responsibility, man, to lift up and build up a nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. Keep going.
Go ahead, Salaki. We have a little issue out here, but go ahead.
They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways.
You know what I'm saying? Any enemies that you have, they're going to come against you, try to come against you, but they're going to flee 7 different ways to get away from it, to get away from the hell that they caught from trying to come up against a man or a woman of the Lord. All right? That's what's going to happen to them, man. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to, keep it going. Drop down to number 9.
Verse 9, the Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he has sworn unto thee. If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord.
Hold on. That's number 9?
Yeah, come.
Read that again.
The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself.
Hold on. The Lord shall establish y'all unto himself as a holy people. Like I said, that word holy is a special people, man. You know what I'm saying? If we keep the law, statutes, and commandments, we're going to be a special people above all the people. Our enemies going to flee from us 7 different ways. We ain't going, we ain't going to be in want and need of nothing. Our stores and our baskets is going to be great.
Right.
We're going to have everything that we want, man, if we was to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Your Christian pastor is disgusting for telling you that this is done away with, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a horrible thing, man. All right, keep going.
As he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God.
All right, we should keep the commandments. This is for black natives and Hispanics, man. Native Indians and Hispanics. If we keep the commandments, you won't be in want and need of nothing at all.
Right.
Anything you want to be given to you. Okay? All right, keep going.
Come, and walk in his ways. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord.
All the people on the earth. Everybody's going to see who you are, who you called to be. The whole earth is going to see it, man. The whole earth is going to see who you are as a people. The whole earth is going to be like, man, that's a blessed people right there. Them people ain't like us. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is really with them. If you actually keep the law, statutes, and commandments, this is what's going to happen. All right? Before we get into the curses, but this is what's going to happen first if you do keep it. Keep going.
And they shall be afraid of thee, and the Lord shall make.
Hold on. And they shall be, drop down to 13. And the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. You know what I'm saying? The earth, they're going to be afraid of us like right now. They are already afraid of us now. You know what I'm saying? But it's out of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? And so they afraid to the point where they actually try to kill us or shoot us down in the street. But if we start keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, and they're afraid of us because they know the Lord is with us, they're going to be afraid to even attempt to kill us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To attempt to try to harm one of the Lord's chosen people.
Right.
Once we get ourselves back under the grace of the Lord. They're going to be afraid to harm one of the Lord's people, man. But that's the greatness that comes with keeping the law, keeping the statutes and the commandments. That's the greatness that comes with that. Let's grab 13.
Come, verse 13. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail.
And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. We all know, you know, the blacks, Hispanics, and we the tail of this horrible empire of this earth right now. But the Lord is going to make, well, we'll be the head and not the tail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's if we keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
You fight against drug dealing and drug use. You fight against lying, stealing, and cheating. You fight against celebrating all these disgusting holidays that has nothing to do with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Just fight against those things. You've been celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving, Halloween your whole life. It ain't did nothing for you, but brought you pain and destruction and problems.
Right.
You've been celebrating. You've been doing these things. Now let's get back to doing what the Lord said. Don't do those things. Don't celebrate none of them holidays. Celebrate the high holy days of the Lord. Stop lying, cheating, and stealing all the time. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a disgusting whore and a whoremonger. Stop being a drug addict and an alcoholic. You know what I mean? Let's try to live like the Lord wants us to live, man.
Keep going. And thou shalt be above only. And thou
is this still 13?
Come.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt not be beneath.
Let's read that one more time.
Come. And thou shalt be above only.
And thou shalt be above only. Keep going.
And thou shalt not be beneath.
And we won't be beneath. We'll be above only. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want that? Don't you want to be above only and never beneath?
Right.
In every aspect of life, like, you know, this is the way out. This is what keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments do. Allows you to be above only and never beneath. Have no enemies. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, like, this is amazing things that, why would the Christian church say that the Lord done away with these things? Because they are not following the Lord, they are following Satan.
Right.
That's what's happening. All right? Keep going.
If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. To
observe and to do them. To recognize that these is the laws and to do them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's if we keep the laws, we ain't got to go through none of this. We ain't got to be in none of this hell that we in. We'll actually be above everybody, not on the bottom, not in want and need of all things. You will be in the place where you know. Because you all know you got that boss at your job who's over you. You're looking at them like, how the hell are you over me? How are you possibly telling me anything? You are a drug addict and an alcoholic. You are stupid and everything else. But
right.
Because this is their heaven. This is their kingdom.
Right.
His uncle or his auntie is the CEO. So he can come be the boss. You know what I mean? That's what happened. But just to get a little bit more, man, to show you that your Christian pastor is discussing, go grab Matthew 5 and 17 real quick.
Come.
Matthew 5, just, you know, so before we get into the curses, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get into to show you that your Christian pastor is a liar. And he's wrong and disgusting for telling you not to keep the law. You know what I'm saying? The reason we in this hell has been perpetuated for so long is because your Christian pastor, who you put your most trust in, has brought the Bible and said, "Hey, I got the Bible. I'm a man of the Lord." He's a false prophet. He ain't no better than the Sadducees and the Pharisees that destroyed Christ, man.
Right.
But we gonna get Matthew right here. You go into your Bible, pick up your Bible off your thing, you will see that these words of Matthew is written in red. These is Christ's words. Because your Christian pastors try to say that the law is done away with. But we're going to see what Christ said about the law. Okay, let's get it.
Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Christ said what?
Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Think not that I have come to destroy the law. Christ said, I didn't come to destroy no law, man. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm coming to teach you the spirit of this law. Teach you how to, what Moses was trying to show y'all, but y'all had no understanding. He brought you the letter of the law. Christ was bringing the spirit of the law.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all want to, like I said, be like, this is the law. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sin all week, prostitute all week, and I'm going to bring this big, nice lamb to the Lord and kill it, and I'll be all right. That's, what I mean? That's what this Christian church is perpetuating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something that Christ was doing away with, which was sacrifice. There ain't no sacrificing no more. You know what I'm saying? For sins. You have to actually start sacrificing the sin. You have to start sacrificing the life that you was living.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to sacrifice doing drugs. You have to sacrifice all your women. You got to sacrifice all the money you're making off selling dope. Those are the sacrifices you have to make.
Right.
All right? So keep going.
Come. Or the prophets, I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Christ said he ain't come to sacrifice. Read it from the top one more time.
Come. Think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Christ didn't come to destroy the law.
Or the prophets.
So the prophets is Moses. You know what I'm saying? The Moses and, none of the other prophets, anything that they said, he ain't coming to destroy what they said. That's not what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he was just coming to teach you the spirit behind the law. He was trying to come and teach you how to keep the law.
Right.
All right? And show you that it was possible to keep. Keep going.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
To fulfill and show you that you can live a life perfect. You can live a life without sin. You can do it. Because Christ did it. That's what he was coming to show. You can actually live this life. You can actually not have to lie. You can actually not steal. You can actually not cheat. You can actually not be disgusted. You cannot do it. All right? Keep going.
Whosoever therefore, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law.
One jot or one tittle should not pass from the law. For all you Christians and you brothers who listen to that Christian pastor, bring this scripture to him and ask him, what does that mean? Why are you telling me that the law is done away with? Why are you telling me that now Christ died for me to eat pork? Christ died for me to be a homosexual. I can be a homosexual now because Christ died for me for it. That is a disgusting thing that you're doing to people, man.
Right.
Keep going.
Till all be fulfilled.
Right.
Whosoever, therefore, shall break one of these least commandments.
Read that again.
Whosoever, therefore, shall break one of these least commandments.
One of these least commandments. You know what I'm saying? It's a least commandment to eat some pork and then murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's at least a little less, you know what I'm saying? But keep going.
And shall teach men so.
And shall teach men so. And all you Christian pastors who teach a man that you don't have to keep the law. Keep going.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
You're going to be shoveling shit at the circus. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to be, scooping up, you're going to be doing you're going to be the least. You're going to be the ones who are crippled and, and want in need of all things in the kingdom of heaven. Like, how you feel about when you see a homeless white man on the street right now begging for money. You like, you in your kingdom right now. You begging, because you're gonna be least in the kingdom like that. Because you don't want to teach people to keep the law, and you don't want to keep the law. All right. So that's one scripture to show you that your Christian pastors is the reason that we're under these curses. We're gonna get into some of the curses, but like I said, I want to hit some of the things that we would be in if we kept the law. Now this is what your pastors tell you. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna see what the Lord says. All right. Grab John, 1 John 2 and 3 real quick.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Your Christian pastors lying to you about keeping these laws, man. Your Christian pastors, for the brother who asked the question, your Christian pastor is the reason that we are continuing, to be in this hell, because they refuse to stop. They can't sacrifice all the money that they get from all the white people. They can't put up black Jesus in the church. They can't do it. They can't. You know what I mean? Because then they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose the money. They're gonna lose it. So they ain't gonna stop doing it. They ain't gonna stop telling you that the law is done away with, and that we gotta love our enemy, who is killing us in the street, who's been raping our women and castrating our sons. You know what I'm saying? We have to love them. That's good.
1 John 2 and 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
This is how we know the Lord. You know what I'm saying, brother? This is how you know. You know what I'm saying? Not because of what your Christian pastor said, but listen to what the Lord said. Listen to what the Bible says.
Right.
Let's get it.
He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
Read that again.
He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
He that say, I know the Lord, I love the Lord. This is the house of the Lord. Hallelujah. Slap a tambourine and shimmer and shake all over the floor and run and scream. But they telling you, after service, they got pork and shrimp in the back for Sunday dinner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They telling you to leave your husband because, y'all having a misunderstanding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A disagreement. They telling you that it's okay for you to leave and divorce him and go marry Isupk. Read that one more time.
Come. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments, is a liar.
Is a liar. That your Christian pastor is a liar. Talking about he know the Lord and he don't keep the commandments.
Right.
He keep one commandment, and that is collect tithes.
Right.
Give me all your money, and that's it. Keep going.
And the truth is not in him.
Ain't no truth in it. The only truth is in the Isupk.
Right.
The command in General Yohana, man.
That's right.
This is the only truth. Your Christian pastor, and that's in the Bible. That's 1 John, was that 3? You know what I'm saying? 3 and 4.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. So lock it. 2 and 3 through 4. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That is the scriptures. If you got a pastor teaching you that the law is done away with, he is a liar and the truth is not in him. And
right.
You have to get out that church and go find your nearest Isupk school and get in the truth, man, and really save your life and your family's lives.
Right.
All right. So, brother, so the brother who asked the question, this is part of the reason that we in this hell, that we going through what we're going through.
Right.
On the top of the fact, like I said, that we ain't keep the law. We're not keeping the law, but we're also not being taught to keep it in our Christian church. We've been brought up by our grandparents and that, but they ain't teach us to, our Christian pastors, our leaders are leading us down a path of destruction.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let's grab, real quick, go back to, so let's hold that. We're going to, so, was that it on that one, right?
Yeah, come. Let's want to go to verse 5.
Read verse 5 real quick.
Come. But whoso keepeth his word, and him verily is the love of God perfected.
Read that again.
But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected.
That's what the love of God is perfected. The love of the Most High is perfected in Isupk.
Right.
So we actually keep the laws. We actually live our life by these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And we don't look for shortcuts and ways out. We actually do this thing, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know that the other life that we lived was the path of destruction.
Right.
We know that that life has nothing else for us but death. You know what I mean? But this is the way to live, man, by keeping these laws. And that's what the scriptures just said, man. Keep going on that.
Come. Hereby know we that we are in him.
This is how you know that the Lord is in us and we are with him.
Right.
The Lord is with the Isupk, man. Because they actually keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. We actually do this thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not something that we talk about, and we teach man to do so. All right? So let's go back to some of these curses, man. Go grab Deuteronomy 28 and 15 real quick. You know, for the brother. Like, so you was asking, you know, why as black people, why, you know, we were so great. Why are we in this situation? First, because, you know, we are the chosen people of the Lord. And the Lord told us to keep the law. But the things that we're going through, these are curses, man. These are curses that we're going to go through for not keeping the law.
Right.
We're going to grab a couple of those. So let's get it.
Come. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
See, this is now, if you don't hearken, this is what, you know what I'm saying, what was going to happen when we don't listen to the Lord. When you want to be a liar and a thief and a cheat and a whore and a whoremonger and a homosexual and all of these things. When you want to live that type of life, this is what's going to happen to you. This is what's going to happen to your children coming after you. Keep going.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All
these curses shall come upon us and overtake thee. You know what I'm saying? These curses is what everything that we're going through on this earth. We're going to show you in the Bible.
Right.
In the scriptures that this is what's going on. To answer your question, brother. This is what's going on. This is why we are in this situation.
Right.
All right. Along with, like I said, your disgusting Christian church who perpetuates this situation. All right. Drop down, grab 30 real quick.
Come.
Like I said, all this is going to overtake us. You know what I'm saying? All these curses is going to overtake us. Let's get it.
Verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
You're going to get you a woman and another man going to lie with her. Ain't that everything? Ain't that why all the wars start in the black community?
Right.
How many wars, brothers, you know, gang wars is going on? People talk about us over some money. Ain't over no money. It's because some brother that slept with another man's woman.
Right.
And that's now. But back in the day, when we was in slavery, the slave master was sleeping with our woman.
Right.
We got a woman, she wanted to be with us, we gonna be with her. The slave woman came and slept with her and passed her around all his friends for sport. That's some of the things that the white man did to your people, who our leaders will tell you to forgive.
Right.
And forget. But they just had 9/11, they ain't forgetting about that.
Right.
Right? Keep going.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Right. We built up the white man's house. You know what I'm saying? We built up everything. You know what I'm saying? You got kids, you got you a baby mama, you gave her everything you wanted. And she ran off and left and doing all the kind. That's what's going on, man. You know what I mean? And if y'all got any questions in the room, man, y'all raise your hand. We can get it. But that's what's going on with our people. You know what I'm saying? These are some of the curses. You know what I'm saying? Back then, you know what I'm saying? It was, we was building up the white man's house, building up his farms and picking all the cotton that he needed, everything. And we didn't dwell in none of it. We was living in a shack in the back.
Right.
Nothing. We didn't live in a house that was worth all the work that we was doing.
Right.
We didn't live in that house. You know what I'm saying? We raised, even our women was breastfeeding their children. You know what I'm saying? We raising their kids, everything. We didn't live in that house that we built up. You know what I mean? Drop down. No, matter of fact, keep going.
Khan. Thou shalt plant a vineyard and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
Right. We was planting all type of great seeds out there, building. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't eating none of that food. We wasn't eating off none of the work that we was doing as a people. You know what I'm saying? All the work that we do now, you work for a Target that's a Fortune 500 company or something.
Right.
You can barely afford to pay rent. This man that owns Target, he got mansions all over the place, private jets, and you work for this person, and you can't afford to pay your rent. You can't afford to go on a vacation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that would have been you working for the dough man in the hood. You working for the dough man and he making millions of dollars and you can't pay rent. You're gonna be robbing the dough man.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. Everybody knows you're gonna go and rob him. But that's why we call our jobs, you know what I'm saying, slaveries. Because that's what it is. We're working for you. You're working for food and shelter.
Right.
That's what you work for. Food, clothing, and shelter is all you're working for. You can't even take your family on a vacation until you've been saved up for 3-4 years or something. Working for a company that's in the black. That's what they call it, making billions of dollars a year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a disgusting, horrible thing, man. You know what I mean? So so go ahead and go drop down to 36.
Khan. Verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right, so they brought us over here, you know what I'm saying, took us into captivity, brought us over here to America. We ain't know none of these people. Keep going.
Khan. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
Wood and stone. What did black people come over here and worship? They came over here and worshipped crosses and rocks.
Right.
Y'all became Muslims and Christians.
Right.
Worshiping the cross and the rock. You know what I'm saying? These is the curses that's in the scriptures that was going to say this was going to happen to our people, man. Worshiping rocks, man. Wood and stone. That wooden cross and those stones. What they call it, the Kaaba stone.
Kaaba stone.
Is what y'all Muslims worship. Go ahead.
So I thought it was a kidney stone.
It's gonna give you a kidney stone worshiping.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? But for the brother who asked the question, man, this is all that stuff is in these scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? And the white man is using our leader to perpetuate this idea, to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So that neither of your fathers have known. Keep going.
Khan. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
Man, astonishment. People are astonished that we as a people, like they looking at these big strong men, like, man, how? Like the little bitty Asians, they looking astonished, like, how can y'all be so great, man, and we in y'all neighborhoods punching you all in the face.
Right.
And when you try to protest, we put up a sign say half off the weaves and break, you know what I'm saying? And you end the damn protest. The protest is over. No more protesting. That's an astonishment.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's our people, there's great people. You know what I'm saying? We are great and they know we better than them. We just don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. And what else to say? Astonishment and what?
A proverb.
Man, don't mess with them black folks. You know what I'm saying? You don't the ghettos and then that's don't walk, don't be like everybody want to be black, but don't nobody want to be black. A proverb.
Right. Right.
Everybody want to be black, but don't want to be black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We probably that's the kind of thing they say about us now. Because of us not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Everybody want to be just like us. Now we a proverb. Everybody want to be black, but don't want to be black now.
Right.
Everybody want to take everything that we do, walk like us, talk like us, everything. But when the police run up, they don't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? When Nike stands behind one of our causes, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't mess with black people like that. You can be like them and dance and sing like them, but you can't really talk about black problems.
Right.
You wanna stand up for breast cancer? Go on, throw some pink on. Throw some pink on your cleats and your basketball jersey. You can do that. You know, throw some rainbows on. You can be about homosexuality. You can support that. But
Right.
you can't support black problems. Nah, you can't support black people's problems. We don't do that around here. Black people being down is our cash cow. That's how we stay in the black. That's how we stay rich. Keep them down, keep them divided. We gonna continue to get rich off them. You know what I'm saying? So that's you know what I'm saying. And keep going. So that's the proverb.
And a byword.
And about them niggas, them spicks, wetbacks. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now we buy words now.
Those thugs.
Them thugs. You know what I mean? Savages. You know, that we buy words now. Because we don't want to live like the Lord told us to have the earth.
Right.
All right?
It's like they I don't know if you know, but like old books like The Wizard of Oz, they call us flying monkeys.
Flying.
A lot of people don't know that.
Shit, flying monkey. I know about the porch monkeys.
Right.
So it was flying monkeys and porch monkeys. Y'all know about just monkeys, period. You know what I mean? We've been associated with animals. At the end of the day, we the animals. But when we all know the white man is the animal.
Right.
We the one sleeping with animals. Got all these diseases around here because he's sleeping with all type of disgusting animals and pigs and monkeys. They are disgusting people, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get drop to 41. No, read the rest of that.
Come. Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Right. So that's where the Lord brought us to. All the nations look at us like that. The Arabs is in our community selling us chicken. That's so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? The Asians is in our communities doing our women's toes and like they can't. You know what I'm saying? They just any way they can milk us for our money, man. They just is milking us for it.
Right.
But try to go to Chinatown and do some nails. You a sister that know how to do nails. You want to open up a business. Try to open up a business in Chinatown.
Right.
You won't get a customer. Nah, you won't get one Asian customer, I said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we run to their shops. Because like I said, we don't believe, you know, our sisters have been destroyed. They don't believe their hair is beautiful. They don't believe, you know, they're beautiful. Yeah. But drop down to 41.
Come. Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
You know, we gonna be getting some back then. Right back then in slavery time, we used to be getting sons and daughters, and they was taking them. You know what I'm saying? Taking them out. We probably never saw them again. But what's the difference now? You know what I'm saying? We in so much pain, so much hell. We get sons and daughters now when they in prison.
Right.
Or they getting killed.
Right.
They said we would beget sons and daughters and not enjoy it.
Right.
Our kids is getting murdered in the streets, getting killed in the streets, man. We ain't enjoying our children. Our children are dying before us. When the last time, think about when the last time you actually saw somebody die in a black community of old age?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when one of our ancestors died just because they got so old, it ain't about that time. You know, like it don't happen. Right. We don't get to enjoy it. You know, we died before our parents, man. You know what I'm saying? We will beget. Read that again.
Come. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
You will beget sons and daughters and not enjoy them, man.
For they shall go into captivity.
They shall go into captivity. They will be in prison. Just like back then, you know what I'm saying, they was in captivity. Go ahead.
So brothers and sisters begat sons in today's time, and they abort them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't enjoy it.
They don't enjoy it. And that's another thing, you know. That, you know, Planned Parenthood in every hood. That's a good point, brother. You know what I'm saying? Planned Parenthoods in every hood, man. You don't get to enjoy your babies because you feel like you don't got enough money to enjoy it.
Right.
And that's horrible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The baby will be just fine. You know what I'm saying? Like we always say, you thinking about aborting your baby, drop the baby off at the Isupk.
Right.
You know, the baby will be taken care of.
That's right.
You don't gotta kill your baby. You don't have to commit murder. All right, drop the baby off with us. We'll raise the baby up.
Right.
And the Lord gonna bless him, and you're gonna see him being a mighty man or a mighty princess in the Isupk. And that's what's gonna happen. All right. So yeah, that was a great point. We don't get to enjoy it. We're gonna beget, and that's the curse. That's one of the curses.
Right.
Of many. All right. Keep going.
42.
I'll go to 45.
Come. Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
These curses gonna keep coming. Overtake thee. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna destroy our people, man. All these curses, they ain't gonna be able to survive. Keep going.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
That's that, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep the Lord's commandments? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue to be in hell. We're gonna continue to be destroyed. You know, drop to 40. Keep going.
Come. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever, because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
Hold on, Lord. Read that back one more time.
46. Come. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Right. Signs and wonders looking at us like, man, I wonder how did they, what did they do to be in this position, to be treated so horribly? Keep going.
And upon thy seed forever.
And upon thy who?
Seed forever.
And upon our children forever. This is what's going on with our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The curses our parents have done is what we have to deal with. But the same thing that our parents, we will have repentance and we will have justice, and the white man will pay for the hell that they putting us through. They're gonna get their justice for this, man. Keep going.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Therefore what?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Now we got to serve our enemies. We got to serve the white man. We got to work for the white man. This is the curses.
Right.
So for the brother who's asking, here you go. These is the curses. It's all in Deuteronomy 28. This is why we're going through these things. These are the curses. This is of the Lord. All these things is because of the Lord, man. Keep going.
Which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
In hunger and in thirst. We hungry. We quick to call each other thirsty. Like you hungry, you thirsty, you dehydrated.
Right.
Whatever. We quick to say that to one another. You know what I'm saying? But that's of the Lord. Yeah, our people are hungry and thirsty. They out there doing anything to quench their thirst. Any and everything. Because we are a destroyed people, man.
Right.
We starving. That's what I'm starving out here. Hungry. They call it hungry in the Bible. We call it starving.
Right.
I'm starving, and I'm starving, and I'm thirsty. She thirsty. Everybody thirsty, and taking any drops.
So like, another thing they be saying, I'm itching. Itching, like I'm itching for this or itching for that. I'll do anything to, scratch that itch, like money. A lot of people say that.
No, that's right, to scratch that itch. But I was just, keeping it to what hunger and thirst. Like the scripture saying, hunger and thirst.
Thirsty.
You hungry and you thirsty. Mouth is, dry. All right. Let's keep going, man. Keep reading.
and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron.
Hold on, and nakedness, and then one of all things, without no culture. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? You think that's being naked is talking about without clothes. A lot of our people, choose not to wear clothes. They'd rather be out there half naked anyway. But nakedness, it's talking about also without culture, naked without understanding of who you are, without no history. Yeah,
Without morals.
without morals and values. That's
right.
you naked out here if you don't got no morals and values and history and culture. We naked out here as a people. All right, keep going on that.
Come. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck
You should put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Keep going
until he have destroyed thee.
until he has destroyed us. So back in slavery time, we had a literal yoke of iron around our neck.
Right.
There's a yoke of iron around it. But nowadays, we don't need a yoke of iron no more because we are destroyed.
Right,
Because we so destroyed as the people, we don't even know we slaves no more. We
right,
think we free.
right,
So he don't even got to put the yoke on us because the yoke of iron is on our minds now.
right,
Now we believe we're slaves in the mind now. And it's messed up. Like, he don't got to worry about you coming against him. We can be out on the street getting boot kisses, and a black man will come and grab a white man up and walk him home. It's like, no, you don't have to do this. This is horrible. Stop. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's a disgusting thing, man. But that's how destroyed the yoke of iron is on our mind. Where this white man knows he needs to be on his knees kissing our boots, apologizing,
right,
making a gesture of apology, of sorrow for some of the things that his ancestors have done. And you will have a coon. What my man in Texas say, a coon matata come up. A coon matata come up, or summa cum laude come up. You know what I'm saying? My brother Texas, you know what I'm saying? And snatch the brother right off, snatch his lips right off your boot. because he destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? The yoke of iron is taken off his neck and it's been put on his mind, man. Our people are destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a brother tell you he ain't a slave. But Harriet Tubman said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when she was freeing all those slaves in the Underground Railroad, she said she could have, when they was congratulating all the slaves she's freed, she said, I could have freed way more slaves if they only knew they were slaves. That's what Harriet Tubman said.
right,
So if they didn't know they were slaves back then, when they had the yoke of iron on their neck, come on, man. Good night for our people.
right,
You know what I'm saying? They can leave the state. Maybe when they try to leave the country, without a passport, they ask, I can't leave America. Oh, I'm a slave now. Like maybe they can feel it then.
right.
Maybe then, but it's a disgusting thing, man. Our people being this destroyed, man. Keep going.
Come. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth.
From the nation against us. You know what I'm saying? We in our part of the earth. He was going to bring a nation against us. Keep going.
As swift as the eagle flieth.
That's the America. That's the America symbol, the eagle. As
Right.
swift as the eagle flieth. That's America right there. America come against us was in the scriptures.
Right.
As swift as the eagle flieth. Keep going.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
Right, we weren't going to understand none of the people was talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's who's coming against us. America was going to come against us, swift like an eagle. Their symbol is the eagle right now. That was them prophesied in the scriptures. Yeah.
Isn't the eagle the
No, the eagle is America. At first, the eagle, the symbol for America was the snake as well. You know what I'm saying? So you will hear about that in the scriptures too. But so back in the, the old serpent in Genesis, what I'm saying, they had the symbol of the snake. But after that, they became the eagle. You know what I'm saying? And the bald eagle is America's symbol right now. You know what I mean?
So like, if I may elaborate, you will see the eagle in every empire, especially going all the way back to Roman Empire, all the way back to America.
So yeah, that's all. But like we said, Roman, American,
Right.
that's all
Same.
the same people.
Keep going.
Right. Yeah,
50.
go ahead.
A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
The nations of fierce countenance, like people gonna fear them, and they ain't gonna care about our old people. They tasing our old people and our young people.
Right.
The 11-year-old girl in Cincinnati,
Right.
Cincinnati just got tased. And we gonna be in Cincinnati as a sidebar. We finna be down there, you know what I'm saying, blazing on in Cincinnati this weekend, man.
Right.
But they just tased the 11-year-old girl for stealing a candy bar or something small out of a store. Tased the little girl, and there was a brother who did it.
Right.
But he is the devil because he do the work of his father.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you got black skin, you know what I'm saying? What the brother they call him, a graham cracker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You a damn graham cracker. You still a cracker.
I call that as Oreo.
Oreos, right? You know what I'm saying? They are disgusting people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these people only gonna regard our young and our old.
Right.
Our elderly getting tased, our young people getting tased. It's all in the scriptures, man. This is what's prophesied against our people, brother.
Right.
So this is why we're in the hell that we're in, because your Christian church is not teaching you to keep the law, and we're not keeping it. All right, keep going.
Come, and he shall eat the fruit.
No, man. Jot down 54.
Come. Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Black on black crime, right there in the Bible. Read that again.
Come. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to hate one another. You know what I mean? That's in the scriptures. Brothers who we actually about love. You know what I'm saying? We actually, because we snatch a white person's lips off of another brother's boots.
Right.
So we actually love, but we just love, we hate each other. You know what I mean? Because the white man has made us hate each other and hate our skin and hate the skin we're in. You know what I'm saying? It had been crafty counsel taken against us.
Right.
All right. Keep going.
And toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
We're going to hate our women and our children.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the hell that we're in. We ain't going to like nothing that's going on in our lives. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be teaching our women to be prostitutes. Because a lot of brothers is prostituting out there baby mamas right now.
Right.
Teaching their sons to be drug dealers.
Right.
Teaching their daughters to be strippers. And you know what I mean? Like that's what's going on. Like they don't, or just leaving them all together and teaching them nothing at all.
Right.
But in teaching them nothing, you teach them something. You teach them that they not even worthy of the love of a parent. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a disgusting thing that's going on with our people, man. You know, we'll leave our babies, we'll leave our women, and hate our brothers. But like I said, this is all because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Never forget who your enemy is.
That's right.
We all in the same boat, man.
Right.
All right. Is that it on 54?
Yeah. So,
Like what 56?
verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground.
Our women are supposed to be so delicate that they don't even walk on the ground. Like, like how they used to walk in front of us.
Right.
Put rose petals down in front of our women, you know what I'm saying? The idea of the red carpet on the ground.
Right.
Your feet don't even touch the ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That comes from how our women were supposed to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Rose petals and red carpets for our women because they were so delicate, their feet don't even get to touch the ground.
Right. For delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
That woman who's supposed to be that delicate is going to be evil. And it's going to be evil towards her husband. Keep going.
And toward her son and toward her daughter.
She's going to be telling her son, like, what are you bringing into this house? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? You ain't brought no money. We need some rent paid. Go out there, and the son is going to go out there and sell dope. The daughter's going to go out there and strip and prostitute. because the mother is going to hate the daughter and the son. Because the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. All right. Go to 61.
Come. Verse 61. And every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Right. Keep going.
And ye shall be left few in number.
So all the sicknesses, you know what I'm saying? All the high blood pressure, that's high blood pressure. That's, every other sickness and disease, you know what I'm saying, that's going on with our people they say diabetes and everything that that just come from out of nowhere that our people are leading in. It's all in here, man. But that's because we got to get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. And that's that. It doesn't keep on.
Come. Whereas ye were as the stars.
Go to 64.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth unto the other.
And that's the slave trade. You know what I'm saying? We were sent across all the earth. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff is in the scriptures, man. So brother did this, is that. You know what I'm saying? It's all in here. Go, you know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy. We just gave you the whole breakdown for why we in the situation that we in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going on that.
Come. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Right. So that's, like we just read, we're going to be serving other gods that our fathers and our people have not known.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to be in want and need of all things. And that's the transatlantic slave trade right there in the curses. So everything that we went through was biblical and everything like that. But like I said, our vengeance and our coming out of this hell is also prophesied in the scriptures. So don't forget that part. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna the last part. Let's grab go to 65 and 66 real quick, man.
65.
We'll just finish. Let's just finish this up. Go ahead.
Come. Even wood and stone, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
We ain't gonna find no ease, no matter what we do. You know what I'm saying? You can be bleaching your skin, cutting all your hair off your face, shaving your face. You will still be shot in the streets. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing you can do. You ain't gonna feel no ease off these people.
Right.
Keep going.
Neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest.
No rest. You're gonna be working day and night. You know what I'm saying? Tired all the time. It's not gonna be no rest. They ain't gonna give you no ease, no rest. You gotta work for everything that you get. That's in the scriptures. Keep going.
Right. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind.
Trembling heart. Everywhere we go, you be out there riding, you can have license, insurance, everything. Let the police get behind you. You still gonna feel a little nervous, like, come on, because they criminals.
Right.
And they looking to kill a black man.
Right.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Trembling heart. Worried about your kids. You put your kids on the bus, you worried about them at the schools. Because the white man is gonna shoot up the damn school. You know what I mean? Treat your kids horrible in the school. Keep going.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night.
Read that again.
And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee.
Your life should hang in doubt before you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in doubt day and night, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the judgment of our people, man, for not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep going.
And thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
Right. So that's that on that, man. So that's the curses. The reason we in the curses, if we actually decided to keep the law, what would happen? You know what I mean? That's all of that, man. So we just got into that because we had some serious questions about a few things, so we wanted to just dive into it. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is the house of Satan.
Right.
They're teaching you not to keep these laws, man. You know what I'm saying? They're teaching you not to keep them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a disgusting and a horrible thing. You know what I'm saying? To not keep the law of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, any man that teach you to not keep the law is not in the truth.
Right.
And the Lord is not in them. You know, the truth is not in them. All right.
Right.
So with that, man, we're gonna say, man, get into these classes. You know, Monday through Sunday. Get into the classes, man. Monday through Sunday, we got classes from 6 to 8 every day on Facebook and YouTube. Go to ISUPK online classes on Facebook live, online classes on YouTube live. Go to them. If you want to see us up here in Minnesota, subscribe to ISUPK Minnesota on all social networks, Facebook, Instagram, all of that, man.
Right.
This weekend, we taking over Cincinnati. Get to Cincinnati this weekend. We're gonna be taking over the whole Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? We got a big lecture on the we got camp. We're gonna be down there blazing, you know what I'm saying, in downtown Cincinnati on the 14th, the 15th. We got, you know what I'm saying, our lecture, you know, to learn about the truth you never learned in the Christian church, man, in the lecture in Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? Next month we got Texas, then later this month we got St. Louis. Next month we got Texas. The month after that we got Cali. So, you know, we're going to be all over the country. If you want to come and kick it with the real priests and prophets of the Most High, learn this truth and see what this brotherhood is really about, you know, go to isupk.com and find out about everything you want to know, man. isupk.com, all right? With that, I'm going to say shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabbat Rakatah to all the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alatah Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabbat all the sisters. And I'm going to pass the class over to priest and officer Bariah, man. Let's clap it up, man.
ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Root for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, a teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18-21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation.
Day of Atonement, September 19th, less than 7 days. You want to make sure that you check in with ISUPK on Saturday with Sabbath service to break down the meaning of the High Holy Day. All right? Keep going.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black: boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.
Let's get it.
Majumata means stand. Mayim Wapanya Hakodam means stand and face the east.
Stand and face the east.
The Lord's Prayer Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Hudah.
Hudah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakaka.
Malakaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Asha.
Asha.
Barataza.
Baratza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathan.
Nathan.
Manawa.
Manawa.
Nakam.
Kam.
Call.
Kam.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanawa.
Lasalakana.
Kawawatanawa.
Kawawatana.
Kasalakanawa.
Kasalakana.
Kawawatanawa.
Kawawatana.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Tabayana.
Tabayana.
Manasai 1.
Manasai 1.
Abal.
Ba.
Hawashayana.
Haishaya.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Ka.
Amalakwa.
Malakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Watapura.
Matapra.
Lagolumium.
Malalanyu.
Aman.
Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name. Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done. In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Forgive us of our debts.
Forgive us of our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever so be it.
Amen. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Aisha, Ayanyan, Ahari, Mayan, Yaba, Isaiah, Mayam, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemiyam, Waratza, Ayadan, Lamawa, Regal, Al, Yanawam, Shamar, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, La'a, Yashan, Shawamah, Yasha'al, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Tazakah, Ayah, Yamya, Yawamam, Hashemat, La'a, Yitaka, Wayrak, Walayah, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashima, Akipashta, Yahweh, Yashima, Taza'ata, Wabawaka, Maitha, Wa'ai,
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eye.
Unto the hill.
From which comes my help.
From which comes my help.
My help comes from the Lord.
My help comes from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
He
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Yo,
he that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
Even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
The power of Hebrew. Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Akashah, Nathananau, Pekah, Larapah, Kal, Makala, Madawa, Pekah, Atahar, Ha, Matazarian, Lahaquian, Hamathian, Pekah, Al, Rakawa, Hatama'ala, Garsh, Hashem Yahushua, Duwadama.
What we just said was Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all matter.
Power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you so big.
Thank you so big.
Bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, Barak Lanau, Ayasha'al, Waha, Yah, Sapari, Barak, Magun. Say the name of loved ones once, and everyone repeats name once.
Isupk Minneapolis. All the Israelite brothers and sisters. The whole Isupk.
The whole nation of Israel.
I got somebody, if you got a name you want us to put up in prayer, say the name and we repeat it. Anybody got a name? We're seeing right now.
Sharina.
Kodash. Zion.
You got a name? You want somebody to pray for you? Is it pray for somebody? Say the name. Say Marshall.
Marshall.
All right.
I got one.
Go Yapa.
Yapa. It's like Zion.
Zion.
Giselle.
Giselle.
I'm talking.
Bashim Yahshua.
Bashim Yahshua.
The water Aman.
Water Aman.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
To us now.
Listen to us now. Right now.
Send evil and curses.
Send evil and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
Death to the evil.
And death to the evil.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
Thy teachers.
Thy teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And
the school.
Send evil and curses.
Send evil and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
Death to the evil.
And death to the evil.
And shake loose the pockets.
And shake loose the pockets.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
Refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Once their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary.
Send evil and curses.
Send evil and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
Death to the Edomites.
And death to the Edomites. And their nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned
Planned
Parenthood.
Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The
Pope. Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Militia. Ku
Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinhead.
Positive
Kamatachi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. Nazi space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marine. Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet. And the airways.
Cable access channel.
And ain't a radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
That speak against that speak to stop us.
That speak to stop us.
Bring swift death.
Bring swift death.
To all the heathens.
To all the heathens.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Try to stop us.
Or try to stop us
from broadcasting
and work throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the terror.
Let loose all the terror.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro
Throughout the planet
throughout the planet Earth.
Destroy.
And destroy.
Cause the terror to come against America.
Cause the terror to come against America.
And destroy them in stronghold.
And destroy them in the stronghold.
Let America shake at the hand of the terror.
Let America shake at the hands of terrorists. Let Yahushua, Michael, Gabriel,
come down with the flying saucers.
come down with the flying saucers.
Kill all the heathens.
And kill all the heathens
that come up against us.
that come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known
By all.
by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread through the media.
Cause it to spread through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Name Yahushua.
Name Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Man of Israel. Elijah Shabbat. Elijah. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Face the sisters. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Elijah Shabbat. Elijah. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Kazimata. Class dismissed.
Trying to hear you. Yeah, I was trying to hear you.
It's late. You see that moon? It's late.
All right, come on, we got it. So,